I've been here with Amtex equipment. Today I am proudly bringing you, on behalf of everyone at Amtex equipment, the all-new 2012 Stack 3047, the 2012 edition of this system. This system has been around, as you know, for past over 2 years, and he has created such a special interest in the market for his quality, his performance, and of course his compact size. Starting from the bottom, just like the other unit, it is equipped with a 90-gallon freshwater tank underneath, which is very accessible for you to be able to remove it, rinse it, and replace it, put it back into place. And as we go to the front, it is powered by the world's finest engine manufacturer in the world, Kohler, a 30 horsepower charging 2 giant heat exchanger on the top, providing relentless heat production for 2 technicians to do carpet, tile and grouts, furniture, and what have you. At the same time, on the top, just like the older design, you do have a 4.8 gallon per minute pump from Hypro, positively displays over 2,500 psi of water pressure, up to 5 gallon per minute. As we look to the right side, again, just like the older model, it is equipped with exterior filter housing, which is very easy and very accessible for you to be able to get into the filter. Simply remove it once every couple of weeks and rinse the filter. Inspect it for any kind of buildup. Simply put it back. Now you're ready to go for another 20 to 30 some hours of operation without cleaning it. Now, one of the other advantages of having exterior filter housing, as I've explained to you in the prior videos about the Stack, it allows the tank to do its maximum recovery. If you notice the area where the air enters into the blower, it is way on the top, so it allows the system to get about 90% of its capacity filled with gray water before shutdown. That's one of the advantages that you have with exterior filter housing compared to one of the some of the conventional design that we do, that we have the filter inside, which you normally get the shutdown at about 60% capacity of the tank. As we go to the front, some of the changes have been done. One of the areas, if you notice, the machine now, it is extremely, truly gorgeous. The way we have set up the gauging, we have kind of recessed them in the back to kind of give it the same look as far as the presentation of it compared to the other models of new Inferno that we have put out. Your front panel is very easy and very simple to be removed in case if you want to pull the freshwater tank out for cleanups and what have you. Starting from the right side, this is your dual port vacuum, which you can simply run one of them, or have 2 technicians go into 2 different directions to do dual action. Here's where you connect your water for the, in case if you want to give machine water directly from the property that you're cleaning. Right next to it, it is the main pressure outlet / bypass, which of course, just like the other unit that we designed, they're very simple. If you're going to do any kind of cleaning, simply shut it. And if you ever want to do water extraction, simply either have it mid-open or full open. That way you're allowing the machine to run neutral, not create any kind of steam or pressure while you're doing the water extraction. Your auxiliary pump toggle switch is on the top, which basically powers the pump in the back. If I turn the key on, by turning the simply turn it on, you'll be able to hear the pump in the back operating. That means it provides enough water for the system to be able to be operational. To the left side, one of the changes that we have done, we have moved the exhaust of the engine from the far left kind of towards the closer to the center area to kind of as far as the protection and as far as safety. Now next to it is the exhaust of your blower, which is same area as before. And another change that we have done, we used to have this set up all the way to the right to the right side of the system, but we went ahead and moved it to the left. What this one is basically fills up your tank. And of course, if we come to the right side of the machine, the unit does come with an overflow hose, which after installing it, you'll be able to drill a hole through the floor and set it up, running the hose through the floor of the vehicle, trailer, or what have you. That way, in case if you start filling up the tank and you happen to forget about it, you'll be able to have the overflow of the water to kind of pour beneath the system. Now to the left side, it is your pressure regulator, very accessible. You can adjust it anywhere from 0 to 2,500 psi, which is the maximum pressure that pump puts out. Right next to it is a very accessible meter, which shows anywhere from 1 to 5 gallon per hour acid or detergent injection that you're going to be doing. The whole entire plumbing of this machine is pretty much same, and it's pretty much same as the older model that we put out. We have had a very, very great track record with this machine. This machine is extremely popular around the world for two reasons. First of all, its quality. The way it's built is built by the finest system and finest parts available, made in the US, and also its pricing. And one of the areas that make this machine so popular, it is such a space-saving design that it has. If you notice, you do have the system on the top, and you have your freshwater tank underneath. So any area, as you notice, there is no waste of space. That's why this machine has become so loved by so many companies around the world and around the nation. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video short, because that gives me opportunity for me to be able to install this machine and take another video showing its performance in action. Until then, we'll see each other. Thank you. I've been here again with Amtex. As you see, we have installed the 2012 Stack 3047. It's a very unique looking machine once it's installed. If you notice, we have installed the system. If you come around the trailer, if you're going to install this on a trailer, because of the weight of the water, freshwater tank holds about 90 gallons, which is going to average about 720 pounds of extra weight. Now, of course, you do have your recovery tank. Try to kind of position the machine on top of your axles for safety. That way, in case if you're going to have a side door, you'll be able to have your side door for your hoses, for your accessories, shelves, and what have you. Going back to the front of the machine, you notice we have set up a 12-gallon gas tank right to the left side of the engine. That way, in case the operator needs to fuels up its vehicle, simply after he gets done with his truck, he can simply pull forward and go ahead and fuel up the tank. And everything else is pretty much explanatory, like I said in the prior video. These are your two pressure outlets. This is where you fill up your 90-gallon freshwater tank from here. Your blower exhaust is there, your chemical meter, your pressure regulator, of course, your exhaust of the engine, your vacuum gauge 0 to 30, your temperature gauge, pressure from 0 to 3000, and this is your main valve. This is in case if you're going to cool off the machine after you get done cleaning carpet, tiling grounds, and what have you, you'll be able to evacuate all the hot water out of the system. Now here's your toggle switch. This one says auxiliary pump on. This is basically your freshwater pump in the back, which is your 12 DC flow jet, 4.8 gallon per minute. This is where you connect water to the system in case if you want to feed the machine water from the property, directly from the garden hose. We have already run this system for about 90 some seconds. I'm going to go ahead and start it for you. So the machine is already preheated. It does not take that long of a time for it to heat up. So I only run it about 90 seconds at 2800 RPM. I'm going to go ahead and restart it, set it at 2900. You'll be able to see its suction and pressure, and some points I can bring up to your attention as far as controlling its heat and also its suction. So we're going to go ahead and start it. Very simple. Your two handles, you move them to the right. The throttle on these, the low idle throttle is already preset, so you don't need to move the throttle to the left or nothing. Simply go ahead and move the choke all the way to the left. As you're cranking, open the choke. Turn the water on. You should have two lights coming on, green and yellow. We're going to increase the RPM to 2800. Extremely powerful, and you may want to keep an eye on this vacuum. It is a very large 4.7. Never suffocate the machine. Never have your walls against the wall. Always either move or allow the machine to breathe. Now here's your valve, the cool off valve. What we're going to do, we're going to bring the hot water to us, because right now our water, as you know, is cold. We're going to run that. We're going to start pumping some of the cold water out and replace it with hot water. By pulling that quick, then I can be able to feel the hot water coming in. And here it is, there's the heat production. explaining with this, do a stroke, lift, go. It is a very hot machine. I'm going to do my dry strokes. You notice I lift up the run. As I come back, I allow my machine to breathe. That way, I will not wear my coupling so much. Then we go to the next section. Always try to overlap your cleaning. Okay? Again, we're going to do dry stroke. Your hot water never runs out because as the machine is running, it continuously produces hot water for you. So either use it, or if you're not going to be using the wand for a long time, just kind of slightly open your valve. Allow the machine to start disposing some of its hot water out. This valve doesn't need to be fully open. There is no need. As long as you have it slightly open, and of course allowing your wand to breathe, the head of the wand to breathe. Never suffocate your machine. Allow it to breathe through the time. No matter how much you bypass, your temperature is going to be there. A very impressive heat production. 3047. Show you how to shut down the machine. Again, the position for the wand, the safe position is this. That way you're allowing the machine to breathe. And also, since we're going out to turn the machine on, there is no reason for you to mess with it because we're fixing to go outside and cool off our machine with the front bypass. So by leaving this on when the machine is off, there's a lot of possibilities that you won't close the carpet. We're not going to do this. Wanna go ahead? Step number 1. If you look at your temperature, by opening this, you'll be able to see the constant water decay. 30 degrees constant, which is posing water below. This is the safety I was talking about. Come back up. The machine is cooling off. The last job of the day, while the system is running, the lubrication valve is back here. While the machine is running, spray some WD-40 in there. Now, once my temperature is down to 130, the best way to shut down a Kohler engine is to increase the RPM and shut it off. Why? Because for two reasons. You have a fuel solenoid on all of these Kohler engine. By running the machine slow, there might be some over deposit of fuel into the intake, which is going to cause two things. One is called backfiring, and second, it will be a hard start when you're going to go to the next job. Also, when the system is running, there is negative pressure, inside of your vacuum tank. If you turn the engine off at low speed, there is not enough torque to combat the air that's going back to the tank to refill the tank. So what happens is your blower turns reverse, which causes the machine to start to go into the combustion. So the best thing is increase your RPM at high torque spinning engine. Go ahead and shut off. That way any kind of extra gas and fuel will be burned out. you're going to have a good start off for the second job, and also you will not have your tank, the suction in the tank, overcoming the torque of the engine and start causing the machine to run reverse. Anyway, this was a quick review of the Inferno 3047, showing you the new 2012 that we're going to hit the market. These units are already going to be leaving tomorrow towards Bowman, but I just wanted to kind of show you its performance. This system, like I said, has been around for the past couple of years, and it's got a great track record. It is the family of the Infernos that we produce, and of course it is equipped with a 90-gallon freshwater tank underneath, which of course with a very nice space-saving design, which pretty much has everything at your disposal in one section of the truck. So I want to thank you again, and I do look forward to see you in near future videos.